Hello everyone, this is RONG. Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning. I promised myself that I would try my best to bring out rich content every single time I'm privileged to come live and make a record. Today I want to talk about marriage. What is marriage? Um, many of us understand is a mystical mathematical arrangement which says two shall become one. Is mystical. How two can become one is still something mathematics which many are still trying to solve. But from my little knowledge and understanding, I want to just narrate this little um, understanding of mine. Is not going to be that long, very short, and I believe anybody come across this narrative with positive mind, not the mind of argument. I know I might not be perfect, I might not be right, but just hear it and try to digest it without sentiment. You might be a pastor, you might be whatever um, position you're holding. Please try to listen to this with a positive mind. You see, is it really possible to have two become one? It's not really possible to have two become one, because 1 plus 1 is 2. That is the mathematics we understand. That's why I said before is mystical. Marriage, these are two different people from different background, different families, and everything about these two persons are different. Every single thing are different. And now these two people has come in agreement to stick together as one. Now when they said two shall become one, what do they really mean? Now it does look for instance, I don't know what I'm gonna use. Like if I say it's more like say there's two things, this and this, you want to merge it to become one. So it's actually not possible to merge it to become one, because the figure of a man and the figure of a woman are two different figures, and there are difference between a man and a woman. So there are difference. It thinks of bodybuilding, it thinks of character, everything, look. Man and woman, they are different. Now you're saying these two want to become one. Does it really mean adding two things to become one? No, no. The understanding here is you got to understand that this woman is coming from a different background, and this man is coming from a different background. The man has his own way of living, and the woman have her own way of living, of doing things. This is something she was born with. This is the system she has operated, practiced for a very long time of her life, to that certain age, maybe 25, 30 years of age. And the man, like I said, also have his own ways of living. And now you want them to stick together. So definitely there's going to be a clash. There's going to be a conflict of attitude. There's going to be a conflict of attitude. Now, the man might be confused, or the man might think that him being the head of the family, automatically the woman is to adjust to his own ways of living. Like I said, the man has his own way, which he's used to, which he has lived all his life, and the woman have her own. So the mindset that the man has is that the woman is going to abandon everything she was born with, everything she grew up knowing. She's going to abandon those things and then automatically jump to embrace the man's way of living. It doesn't happen that way. I'm sorry, man, but I'm just telling you the truth. It doesn't happen that way. You can't be biased. The thing is, the man cannot adopt his system of living. Neither will the woman adopt her own system of living. Because if you do that, you are not balancing the equation and the marriage will rock. The best way is this: both of you should settle on the playground and you start to build your marriage, because your marriage itself is an entity. You give birth to your marriage the day you guys got married, and then you start to nurture the marriage. You build up the marriage is going to have its own character. The marriage is going to have its own structure. Everything about the marriage will be independent from the man attitude and from the woman attitude. It's going to be independent on its own, so that the woman will not feel cheated or the man will feel cheated. You can't force anybody. It's all about understanding. And if this understanding is lacking in marriage, I tell you the truth, the marriage is never going to work. It's going to be fight all over again and again. So the best way is, don't think about yourself in marriage. Think about your wife. And as the woman, don't think about yourself. Think about your husband. In that way, you both can go far, living peacefully. Because if you are thinking about me, you will do things to make me happy. Not bad things, but you do good things to make me happy. If I'm thinking about you, I'll do good things to make you happy. This is how marriage functions. I've seen several people going to pray to make their marriage work. They pray to meet a good woman. They pray to keep the marriage working. They pray for everything. No, everything is not about prayer. There are parts you must play. Prayer will never play that part for you. It's good to pray because there are arrows that flies at night. It's very good to pray, but there are things prayer will never do for you. You have to do those things yourself. So to keep your marriage going, like I said, you guys should build up lay a foundation. Let me put it that in that way. Lay up a good foundation and let each other know what you hate and what you like. And if you know what a man hates, don't try to do it. And if the man knows what the woman hates, don't try to do it, because it will benefit you. It will do you good by purposely hurting the woman. If you know that the man doesn't like you going half naked in the street, when I mean half naked, wearing things that expose your body, don't do it. Don't try to even do it for any reason. If even you are angry, even if there is conflict at home, don't try to do it for any reason. Same goes to the man. Whatever the woman hates, try not to do it, even when the woman is, even if there is conflict at home. Respect each other's part. And another thing, there is something which most I found out in 99% of the women and the men, that they do this thing. When conflict will surely arise, because like I said, both of you will still continue to manage your own attitude you grew up with. Sometimes it will pop up, and once it pop up and her own pop up and there is clash, try you have no other option. The only option you have is to manage it and make sure everything go well. And in case the conflict lasts for for some time, try not to say things. Of course, when there is trouble, a lot of people say things that offend each other, but try as much as possible to always think. Try in time of conflict, always remember the good things. Remember the good things she's done for you. Remember the good thing he has done for you. In that way, you can be able to push this conflict aside easily. But if you don't remember those things, it will be very, very difficult for you. I tell you the truth. And I hope this little message will build your heart for you, and you'll learn something from this. Stay blessed, and I pray that your marriage you experience a good a healthy successful time, and stay cool.